Hello and welcome to today's lecture on power system stability, and today we are going to discuss the steady state stability with AVR, that is automatic voltage regulator. So what is a voltage regulator? A voltage regulator is a device which attempts to maintain the voltage at a constant level so that the machine is not affected by any voltage fluctuations. Also, it helps to maintain the terminal voltage of the machine to be constant, but this is not held successfully because of insufficient amplifications or limits, which are called as ceilings. These are scientifically called as the delays in the excitation system. So to consider the effect of the perfect excitation system to maintain a constant terminal voltage, we are going to discuss this case with regarding to three important cases. First, two equal finite round rotor machines. Second, one finite round rotor machine connected directly to the infinite bus. And third, the same machine being connected to the external reactance to the infinite bus. We'll see them one by one. First case was two finite machines connected to each other. So if we consider two finite machines connected to each other having the EMF of E1 and E2, we know that the power equation is given by P is equal to E1 into E2 upon reactance difference of both x1 minus x2 multiplied by the factor of sine del. Let this be equation 1. Here E1 and E2 are the excitation voltages of the two machines. Del is the angle between the voltages. X1, X2 are the equivalent synchronous reactances of the machines. So this way we can find out the maximum power taking place between them if we replace the value of del by 90 degree. So if del is equal to 90 degree, and here we will be considering x1 is equal to x2 is equal to 1. These two assumptions we are taking into consideration for this two finite machine. One, del is equal to 90 degree, and second, x1 and x2 will be taking it equal to 1. So by this we are arriving to the maximum power equation, and one more assumption to be taken into this regard is E1 is equal to E2 to be taken as under root 2. So from this particular equation we arrive to the equation of power as P is equal to sine del. Thus it has a maximum value we can see at del is equal to 90 degree. This will be shown further by an unregulated curve in the next diagram. The excitations controlled in this way are to maintain the unit terminal voltages. This is the diagram which explains it more clear if we make it in the two forms, regulated and unregulated curves. Here the power will increase beyond del is equal to 90 degree, which will be making the infinite system at del is equal to 180 degree. The excitation voltage and armature current will also become infinite, but this is practically not possible. So what we arrive is at E1 is equal to E2 is equal to 1 upon cos del by 2. Since both the equations, both the EMFs, we are taking it as equal, so obviously the angle del between them is also going to be halved. That is why we are taking del is equal to del by 2 here. This will affect the equation of power. So we get P is equal to sine del upon 2 cos square del by 2 when we are replacing E1 and E2 in this equation. If we simplify this equation, we get the value of P is equal to tan del by 2. Depicted more clearly with the diagram, here we can see that both the reactances we had taken are assumed to be equal to 1. This is your machine 1, E1, and this is your machine 2 having voltage E2. The terminal voltage between both is given as Vt. Drawing this in the vector form, we have, starting from a particular point, we have already said that Vt will be taken as the reference vector. Then if we are drawing E1 and E2 here, both will be separated by equal angles as this was del by 2, and we are considering for the stability del is equal to 90 degree, so del by 2 will become 45 degree. So that is why we have E is equal to, or the del for this E is equal to 90 degree divided by 2, that will give you del by 2 is equal to 45 degree. So that is why here we can see that here it is 45 degree, 45 degree. Again the drops, if we draw, Ix1 is 1, Ix2 is 1. this giving a plane line. So this is the vector diagram for the first case. Coming to the graph for the first case, as we had discussed, we will get two types of graphs. One at a regulated, which will take its highest maximum at 90 degree, and slowly as it moves on towards del is greater than 90 degree up to 180 degree, it will become an unregulated type of graph. While if it is continuing forward in the regulated way, at del is equal to 90 degree, it will maintain itself constant with a constant graph of being regulated. So here you can see this is the regulated graph and this the unregulated graph, which moves from 90 degree towards 180 degree. So this is more clear by this diagram. Now coming to the second case, which is one machine and infinite bus, means here our machine will be connected to an infinite bus. Previously two machines were connected, now one machine and one infinite bus. So for the machine we have taken EMF is equal to 1, while the other is having a particular EMF which is shown here. So if we want to write the power equation now, the power equation now will be written as, for both the machines, P is equal to 1 into x into root 2 upon 1 plus 0, because the second machine will not have any kind of impedance in it, and sine del. Simplifying this, we get root 2 sine del. With this regulation and particular power factor, if you want to find out the value of power factor at E1, now in this case, since there is only one machine, so it will be 1 upon cos del. Depending on that, for the two machines we have already considered, we can draw it as follows. Here, E2 will have the value of 1. Here, the E will have the value, E1 will have value of root 3. Impedances again take it drop as equal to 1. Total angle being 90 degree. And when this tilts at an angle of 1, we find this angle to be 60 degree. In this case, P is equal to sine del upon cos del, which is equal to tan del. So the vector diagram here depicts the bus at del is equal to 90 degree. Again, if we draw or plot it in the form of a graph, previously the unregulated was ending at 180 degree. Here we have the limiting factor as 45 degree. So that is why unregulated reaches here and goes further. This becomes unregulated. And for the regulated one, when it crosses the value at 45 degree, moves up, is the regulated one. So two graphs, regulated and unregulated. This is the second case. Coming to the third case, that is one machine, line and infinite bus. System becoming more complex. Coming to the power equation, P is equal to 1 into x root 3 upon 2 sine del. Again in the previous case, as we have already seen, we are using the basic formula here of P is equal to E1 E2 upon x into sine del. Same formula we are using again and again. So don't get confused. So for one case we are having this value and we are substituting here. So while substituting and finding out its values, again if we draw it in the form of this vector diagram, at del is equal to 90 degree, if we suppose, when we sort out this or solve out this, we get this value as 1 into root 3 upon 2 is equal to 0.866 into sine del. Coming to the vector diagram in this particular diagram, as we are considering del is equal to 90 degree, again the limiting factor here will be 90 degree in one case, and for regulated one it will go up to as long as 117. Both the graphs will end at 180 degree. So first we'll see the vector diagram E2 infinite bus taking it as 1. This factor then to decide it will be root 5. Impedances now are not 1, they have changed to root 2. This constant Vt terminal voltage. Now two angles, this 90 and 117 will be shown here. This is 90 degree, this is 117. So from this we conclude to this particular graph. Here we have this limiting factor of 0.866 you can see, which is the limiting factor for this graph, that is the unregulated graph. And for the regulated graph, constant 1 should be taken. So this is 1. So while drawing this graph, we will take these two into consideration, 1 for regulated and 0.866 for unregulated one. So when we draw both the graphs, when unregulated reaches its limit, that is 0.866, from here it starts its downfall at this particular angle of 90 degree. till 180 degree. In the case of regulated one, now the limiting factor is 1, which will limit itself to the angle of 117, and this unregulation power after this particular 117 angle will decay to 180 degree. So this is the power angle curve, and this is your vector diagram for this case. This is how we discuss all the three cases for this steady state stability limit for the three cases using automatic voltage regulators. Thus we understand that the regulated and unregulated powers to be maintained constant need the use of automatic voltage regulators. So this was all about this lecture. We'll come back again with the next lecture. Stay tuned. Thank you.